Namaste, everyone. I know that we can't meet in person right now, but I'm glad that I'm able to do this video to share with you all. And I hope that you can find the time to make the time for yourself and just take a little moment of pause from everyday life and all the things that are going on in your life to do some movement, followed by a little bit of a meditation at the end, and to just release and relax and find peace. So let's just start moving our bodies. Sometimes it's best just to start with really small movements, and we'll work into some deeper movements, but just starting with some very small hip circles to loosen up the hips. It doesn't matter which direction you're going, clockwise or counterclockwise. We will go the opposite direction in a moment. If you feel like you want to take them a little bit wider, do what feels good for your body. Not every body is the same, so figure out what works for you. And we're gonna switch directions, so whichever direction you're going, just go back the opposite way now. And if you started small on the other side, start small again and lead into the bigger circles if that feels okay for your hips today. Now coming back to center, and maybe you're not sitting in a half lotus like I am. Maybe you prefer to sit Indian style or crisscross applesauce, however you'd like to say it, with your legs like this. If you do this, maybe it feels good to align the heels with the center of your body. Maybe you want to sit in full lotus and do the full extension of that pose. Whatever feels good for you. So moving forward, find your comfortable seat. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Full exhale through the mouth. Another deep inhale through the nose, followed by a full exhale through the mouth. Let it all out, just sigh it out. Now we're gonna start to move our spine a little bit, get that lymph fluid flowing. So starting to do some seated cat-cows. So we're moving our spine in such a way that we're doing some curve to the spine, bringing the chin to the chest, and then coming out and puffing out the chest a little bit. So curving the chin in towards the chest, and then coming back out. And looking up, puffing the chest out a little bit. So then inhale, chin to chest. And then exhale, puffing the chest out a little bit, bringing the shoulders down away from the ears and looking up towards the ceiling. Now keep doing these at your own pace. Add the inhalations and exhalations in. Whatever feels good to you. It doesn't have to be exactly the same thing that I'm doing. Just kind of start to sync up your breath with your movement. Now bringing the spine back to center in a neutral position, reaching up through the crown of the head, making sure that you're seated flat on the floor. Although for some people it might feel good to elevate the hips a little bit. If you have a blanket or a pillow that you want to elevate your hips a little bit, that might feel a little bit better sitting on the floor. Do whatever feels right for you. Some people might fold over their yoga mat a little bit. It depends on your body and how your body's feeling today, because some days our body feels different than other days. So you just have to listen to your body and do what feels good for you. So moving forward, let's get some more movement in. So we're sitting here with our spine straight, tucking in our stomach a little bit, reaching up through the crown of the head. So bringing the face about with the chin is slightly tucked here. Not too much like this, not too much like this, just slightly tucked so that the spine, the extension of the spine up through the scalp and the crown chakra is extended. So from here, we're gonna take our shoulders up towards our ears. So very, very tight, we're gonna tighten up all of our muscles. So we're gonna take shoulders to ears on an inhale, and then we're gonna exhale, release everything. Inhale tight, exhale, release. Inhale tight, exhale, release. Inhale, tighten everything up, even your face. And exhale, release it all. Inhale tight, exhale, release. Inhale tight, tighten, tighten, tighten. Exhale, release. And smile, smile, release it all. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Just move your body, whatever feels good, just move it around. You gotta loosen it up. Whew. Okay, raising our arms up towards the sky. If it feels good for your neck to look up towards your fingertips, go for it. If it doesn't feel good for your neck, don't do it. Make sure that you, as you're extending up through your fingertips, that your shoulders aren't inching up towards your ears like this. Make sure you bring your shoulders down away from your ears, still reaching up through your fingertips, but shoulders down. If it feels good to look up, go for it. Now we're gonna do wrist rotations. Doesn't matter which direction you're going, we're gonna switch directions. So whatever feels right for you, do that. Switch directions. Now shake them out. Reach up again. Shoulders down away from ears. Now from here, we're gonna take the left hand down, right next to the body. We're gonna reach up through the right hand. And again, if you're on the wrong side, don't worry about it. Doesn't matter which side you're on, doesn't matter, nobody's grading you, it just, whatever works. Let's just get some movement in. So reaching up through the tips of our fingers, start to reach over to the left side. Reach over to the opposite side of your arm, ready? Take some deep breaths here. Should really feel the stretch through the side here. Let's see if I can scoot back a little bit. Get myself in the frame a little bit more. And I don't know if you can hear me as good, so let's kind of compromise. We'll compromise because I want you to still be able to hear me well. Now reaching up through the right hand, bringing the left hand up, reaching up through both fingertips, both hands, all fingertips. Reaching up, bringing the shoulders down away from the ears. Now we're going to take the other hand down, place it next to the body, and start to reach over on the opposite side. If you need to bend this arm a little bit, go for it. Reach, reach, reach through the fingertips. Feel it right here. Do it one more time on each side. Bringing the arms up, reaching up to the fingertips, down away from the ears. Bringing the other arm down, reaching over to the opposite side. Releasing this side, bringing both arms up, reaching up to the fingertips. Arms down away from the ears, bringing this arm down. I hope you can still hear me. And reaching through those fingertips. Oh, reach reaching up one more time, bringing palms together if your shoulders allow it. Exhaling, bringing it all the way down to the center, meeting at the heart. Remembering why we're here, why we chose to attend this class. We are all in this together, even though we are apart. We are still in this together, so don't feel alone, please. Okay. I'm worried you're not going to hear me very well, so I'm going to move up a little bit and make sure that you can still hear me. From here, actually, I'm going to move back a little bit. From here, we're going to take the soles of the feet together into butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together. Some people might feel more comfortable having them out away from the body a little bit more. Others might like having them in closer. I'm going to find a happy medium for myself and do it right about there. So soles of the feet together. You can grasp your ankles up here, whichever feels good. Start to move your legs just a little bit, starting to get some movement into the legs. This is called butterfly, so this is like the butterfly flapping its wings. And then from here, if you want to use, a blanket or a pillow or anything close by, I'm not going to use any props. I'm just going to show you and offer ideas because everybody's setup is different right now because we're at home. So yeah, here we go. Soles of the feet together, slowly reaching up through the crown of the head. Inhaling, reaching up through the crown of the head. And then slowly coming forward, leaning forward without curving the spine just yet. And then when you get about halfway, starting to curve the spine, bringing the chin towards the chest, starting to curve inward. If you'd like to put a pillow or a blanket or a block right here to prop your arms on, go for that. Otherwise, just let your body rest forward. You're gonna feel the stretch right about here for most people. So just lean forward, let the stretch happen. Don't push yourself too far. Listen to your body. We don't want any injuries. But do relax your head, let your head dangle, and take some deep breaths in this position. Taking deep breaths will help to release some of those tighter muscles back here. We are going to slowly come up. So starting to use your hands to walk yourself up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Letting your head be the last to come all the way up. And then just rotating the shoulders around, loosening them up a little bit more. We're gonna lean back and do some windshield wipers with the legs. Kind of stretch out our little hip flexors a little bit more. It's probably tight right there for a lot of people. Oof. Okay. I don't know if you can see all this dog hair, but I have 2 big dogs and they both shed a lot. Okay. So moving forward, if you want to stay in this position right here, we're going to do some shoulder work, some upper body work. You can stay here if you'd like to keep the soles of your feet together. If you want to stretch out that area a little bit more, I'm going to align the soles of my feet with the center of the body. It's a good kind of resting pose for my legs. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to take the hands on top of the shoulders. And actually, I think I'm going to take this off now so you can see this a little bit better. So hands on top of the shoulders, and then we're gonna do circles with our elbows. Starting to wake up the shoulders a little bit more, loosen up the shoulders. Switch directions. And then bounce your shoulders. Shimmy. Bounce. Just do your own little dance. Hey, hey. Okay, so we are going to take, again, I'm not going to say left or right because it just doesn't really matter. You do one side and then you do the other. So we're not going to get stuck on what side it is. Just as long as you're moving and breathing, this is a good thing. So you're going to take one arm. You're going to reach it across the body. You're going to take the other arm and you're going to clasp on the opposite side of the elbow, right here, if you can. If you can't, it's fine to do this. If you can, bring it a little bit more towards your body, go for that. So it's kind of like threading the needle on the floor. I know some of you have done that, but I don't know what your setup is like, so we're gonna do most of this stuff where we're not on the floor. Because I don't know if you have yoga mats or anything like that. So reaching through those fingertips, and then if you can, glance in the opposite direction. Now releasing this side, we're going to do the same on the opposite side. I'm going to reach through those fingertips. And then we're going to bring them back, shake it out, shake the shoulders out. And then from there, we're going to do eagle arms. So what that looks like is, and there's going to be a couple different modifications that we're going to do. So eagle arms can look like where you take one under the other and wrap them completely around again. And then you can bring the elbows up. I kind of like to show the hardest one first. Sometimes just because, you know, people try it and then they'll kind of get to right here, and then you've got the extra that you can go. But if this is all that you can do right now, that's fine. Some people might be able to hook their finger like this, but it's about getting the elbows crossed if you can, to a certain extent. They don't have to, I mean, they're not crazy up here, but cross like this, and then you just wrap it again, or you meet it right here. And if you're right here, that's fine. You're still getting your shoulder stretch. Some people have to do this right here. This is what works for them. If this doesn't work for you, this doesn't work for you, try this right here. Take 2 really deep breaths in this pose. So let the abdomen expand as you inhale, and then fully exhale. Another deep inhale, full exhale. Now coming out of this pose, we're gonna do the exact opposite. So we'll switcheroo-knee, little switcheroo-knee, and wrap it around the eagle arms. Bring your elbows up if you want to, or you just meet it right here, or you come to right here, where you're giving yourself a hug. Okay. Actually, if anybody is not doing it this way, you should just do it this way for a minute, because it feels really good to hug yourself sometimes. Especially since we can't hug people right now because of COVID-19. I'm a hugger, so I've had to adjust to fist bumps and elbow bumps and air high fives and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so 2 deep breaths here. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Now release the arms, shake it out. Shake the shoulders out. Let's give the neck a little bit of love before we move down to the lower half of the body. So from the neck, let's go ahead and bring the neck chin to chest like we were doing earlier. We're gonna go chin to chest, and then we're gonna look up at the ceiling first. So chin to chest, not really cat-cowing, more about the neck, not so much about the spine. We're leaving the spine straight during this part, but we're only moving the neck. So chin to chest, inhaling, and then slowly moving the neck up. Don't force it. Don't do anything that hurts. Just to where it feels good for you. Maybe you're reaching up with your chin, maybe you're reaching up with your forehead, maybe, you know, you're kind of at an angle like this. Just figure out what works for you. You don't have to throw it all the way back. So just find that place where it feels like you're reaching up. Now coming back, chin to chest. Inhaling, exhaling up. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, face up. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, face up. Now inhale, bringing the chin to chest, and we're going to start to draw half moons with the top of our head, just kind of like a pendulum, going back and forth from left to right. And find what feels good for you. You don't have to go at the same pace that I'm going at. Just kind of do a little half moon, back and forth. Start to combine your breath. If it feels good for you to start to make full circles with your neck, go for it. Doesn't matter which direction, we're gonna go both ways. If it doesn't feel good to make big circles, don't do it. And then switching directions. Really need a chiropractic adjustment. Oh, yeah, my neck is stiff. I don't know about y'all, but I hold a lot of my tension right here. I hold some down here as well, but a lot of it just kind of ends up right in here. Just no fun. But all of these exercises that we're doing to loosen up this whole area, you can do this at any time during the day to loosen it up. You know, you can be driving in the car, boom, 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 you know, bring them up. You know, you can do, I mean, you might look kind of weird if you're doing that in the car driving. People might wonder if everything's okay, but there are times that during the day that you can just do little exercises to release some stress. It doesn't have to be sit down and do a whole hour class. Like you can literally just take some of these practices that we're doing here, do it for 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night. You will feel a difference in your body just moving it around. Not only is it good for your muscles, it's good for your lymph fluid. It's good to get the fluid in your body flowing. There's a lot of other really great benefits to yoga as far as just connecting, you know, the mind with the body and all of that kind of stuff. But we're just focusing on just the movement part of it right now. And so just moving your body in some way is so good for your body. So let's move on to the lower part of the body. So we did a little bit already with the butterfly pose, and then we did windshield wipers. We're gonna go ahead and extend one of our legs. And I know that my leg is a little bit cut off but I don't want to lose the sound quality, so I'm going to just kind of allow it to be a little cut off and not perfect. So from here, we're going to be reaching towards our feet. We don't have to touch our feet. You don't get a blue ribbon if you touch your feet. It's not about that. It's about what works for your body today. So this inner foot that you have that's up against your inner thigh, it's good to have it kind of snug in there if you can. Some people might need to bring it out here a little bit if that's what's going on with this leg over here. You can always put a blanket or a block or a pillow right here if you need to. But then we're just gonna start to rotate the body from center towards this leg. So we're rotating slightly over here, and then we're gonna start to engage the abdomen, reach up through the crown, and start to hinge at the hips and start to lean forward very slowly. We've got this foot flexed. Can't quite see it, but that's okay. This foot is flexed. We start to lean forward, and maybe this is where we get to today. Maybe our hands are just resting on our shins. Maybe they're even up here on our thigh. Maybe that's all we've got today. Maybe they're on the shins, maybe they're on the ankle. If you can reach your foot and you'd like to reach your foot and that feels good to reach your foot, remember, no pain. We're not trying to pull any muscles or hurt ourselves. This is to feel good and release some stress, because our muscles do hold stress. There is body memory, muscle memory. So anything that's happened in our life, we hold it in our body. So just keep that in mind, to be gentle with yourself. So here we go. We're leaning forward. We're gonna find that spot that works for us, and then we're just gonna relax into it. If you'd like to take a blocker, blanket, or pillow, prop it up on your leg, go for it if that's the way you feel today. If you'd like to reach more towards your feet and make it a more active pose, you can reach kind of with your chin, lean in with your body, your chest towards the front. If you'd like to just drop your head, find what works for you. And take some deep breaths here. Deep breaths to release these muscles that are tight. We're gonna slowly come out of this pose, just slowly walking ourselves up. Extend the other leg in front. Just take a minute to kind of bounce them out, shake them out a little bit. Start to bend the opposite leg in. Remember, this leg might not feel the same as this leg felt, so you might have to do some different things. So just make it work for you. Make it work for you. So, same thing on this side. Start to rotate the body this way. Oh, it's kind of hard to see because I'm in black on a black mat, but you're rotating this way, or the opposite way of what you were doing before. So we're doing the opposite side, and you start to rotate the body, but again, you're bringing the belly button a little bit towards the spine, so you're activating the abdomen muscles. You're reaching up through the crown of the head, making sure the shoulders are down away from the ears, starting to lean in towards the extended leg. Maybe it's here, maybe you're here, maybe you're going for the foot. Just remember to keep the foot flexed so that you're engaging the muscles in the leg, helps to protect the knee. And then find your edge, find your place for today. Maybe it's not even an edge, maybe it's just a place for you to relax and release and find some peace in. And then start to combine the breath with the stretch. And slowly come up, walking yourself back up with your hands, letting your head be the last to rise. And we're gonna extend both legs out in front of the body. Take a moment to shake them out, wiggle it out. Extending both legs in front of the body, flexing the feet. Taking a deep inhale through the nose, full exhale through the mouth. Reaching up with our hands, extending through our fingertips, bringing our shoulders down away from the ears. And starting to slowly lean forward, inhaling. And exhaling. Finding our feet, our shins, our knees, our thighs, whatever works for you. Finding the position that works for you today. And then releasing. And taking some deep breaths here in this pose. Slowly, slowly, slowly walking up. And shaking the legs out again. Let's see how we're doing on time. Okay. So from here, we're going to take the ankle of the opposite leg, whichever one you decide. I normally operate from the right first. Most things I do right first. But again, let's not get stuck on that kind of stuff. It's just good that you're, in a position where you're not going to injure yourself and you're doing what works for your body. So from here, you can take that ankle and put it on top of the opposite leg, which creates kind of a figure 4. Or you can take it inside. So this is a little bit different. We were here before, so we're doing more of a side stretch. And now we're here, okay? So from here, this is gonna feel a little bit different. It's similar, but a little bit different. If you can do the figure 4, your knee is not gonna be touching the ground. There's gonna be space here. This foot stays activated, this foot stays activated, and by activated, you can see it's not like blah, blah, blah. It's like I'm on purpose, I'm gonna make sure that I activate my muscles so I don't, mess up my knee. So activating that foot, it actually lands directly above the knee for most people. Some people might be a little more flexible and can bring it in a little bit. Again, find what works for you. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, reaching up through the crown of the head. Inhale, and then start to lean forward. Walk the hands, exhale. Let the body just kind of curve into the space that you want to be in, and maybe your arms are here, holding you. So you don't go too far. And then coming back up, switching sides. So for this side, again, could be different than the other side. For whatever reason, sometimes we have hip issues or knee issues, or maybe we had surgery on one side and not the other side. So you know your body better than anyone. So you listen to your body and you don't have to do everything that I'm saying. You do what works for you. And I'm never gonna know anyway because you're at home. And even if I did, I'd be proud of you for listening to your body. Okay, so flexing that foot, flexing this foot, activating it, and starting to reach up through the crown of the head. Oops. Reach up through the crown of the head, start to lean forward. Inhale, inhale, inhale. And then exhale. Just release the body. Let the head dangle, find your place that you are today on this side. Slowly, 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 slowly start to walk yourself up and release your legs and shake it out. Blah, 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 blah. Just let your body go. Just kind of be like Gumby for a minute, you know, just shake it all out. I know it looks funny, but who cares? Nobody's gonna see you. So just let it go. Okay, so from here, I thought about doing some things down on my back, but I don't think that that's going to give you the best audio. So that's why I've been trying to do most of the things seated. And I think we're going to move into the guided meditation, which allows you to go down onto your back. If there's any other poses that you want to do at this time, anything else that feels good to you, go ahead and do those now. We will be moving into Shavasana / guided meditation. So what that will look like is just finding a comfortable place. Whether you're in your bedroom, you want to lay on your bed, prop your neck up just a little bit, you know, put something under your neck, maybe under your knees, to make it comfortable for you. If you're on a couch or if you're on your floor, just whatever feels comfortable for you. This next part is just about following my voice, and that's about it. You don't have to be mentally engaged. You don't have to listen to every word I'm saying. It's just a relaxation technique. And I'm just sharing some words with you, some positive things, some visualizations, and you can just listen. If you fall asleep, it's fine. If you take a nap, that's actually a compliment for me when people fall asleep in my class. So I don't know that most yoga teachers would say that, but I do. So, because my goal is to bring you peace. And if bringing you peace and part of that is taking a nap, then that's what you need to do. And when I was teaching at the Cancer Center, and I would go in person and teach at the Cancer Center, I would have people that really didn't want to do all the movements. They just wanted to be there to be around people and to hear the guided meditation part. I also did some sound healing with that. So yeah, it's whatever works for you. But so this next part, find a comfortable space. If you're done with doing your extra poses, and I will share a guided meditation with you. This cushion was from my grandparents' couch that I used to play on when I was a kid. And so the couch is no longer with us, but these cushions have come in handy. And this book was my father's book, who passed away about 1.5 years ago. And He was an amazing man. He had a heart attack at 56 years old, and he was a businessman, but he had this real spiritual side about him. And this was one of his books, The Magical Path. And so after he passed, I was going through some of his books, and I really like this guided meditation in here. I'll read some of it from the book. Some of it will be my own that I share with you. But again, this is just a time for you to quiet your mind and just listen to my voice. Again, it doesn't matter. You're not going to get graded. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. Just relax and listen to my voice. You may follow along or you may not. But hopefully this is whatever hopefully you find whatever you need during this time. So take a deep breath in through the nose. Full breath out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. Full breath out through the mouth. One more time, take a deep breath in through the nose. Full breath out through the mouth. As you exhale, feel a warm, radiant light at the crown of your head. It is the energy of life. See it, feel it, vibrant and shining. Feel it move down from your crown and fill your entire head, your mind, your third eye, with vibrant light, peaceful and healing. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, relax into this world of light. Then feel the light move down again and center in your throat. Take a deep breath of air into your throat and let the warm light within expand and become a quiet, wonderful, healing energy. Feel the light. It is the warmth of life. Let it expand again and move down into the center of your heart. Breathe warmth and healing energy into your heart and into your lungs. Let the radiant light expand and fill the whole of your being. Let your heart open wide to everyone and everything. Let that radiant light move down again and center in your stomach, your hara, your third chakra. It is the center of your power. Breathe healing light into your stomach and into the amazing network of your intestines. Let the light heal you and empower you. Let the light move down again and center in your second chakra, your sexual organs. Feel the whole area bathed in warm, healing light. This energy center is the source of creativity. It is where we literally create new life. So fill it with your healing life energy. Feel it move down finally to your root chakra, right where you sit, and feel that energy center with the healing light of life. Now let that radiant energy flow down through your legs and out of your feet and into the earth and into the whole universe. Let that light energy come up through your feet, up through the central pillar of your body, up to your crown, where it showers over you and bathes your whole body in light. You may do this several times if you wish. Imagine your body is a radiant pillar of shining light, connected above with the universe and below with the earth. And beyond, to include everything in this magical creation we call the universe. Imagine that every energy center in your body is a shining center of light. They all connect with each other and form a pillar of radiant light. This light is your essence. This is who you are, light and life. this light, this life is who and what we are now and forever. This light, this life is love. Starting to deepen your breath. Starting to bring your awareness back to your physical body. Maybe you become aware of the sounds outside of the room that you're in. Maybe you start to become aware of the sounds inside of the room that you're in. Starting to wiggle your fingers and toes. Starting to move your body as you're deepening your breath. Making very, very slow movements. There is no rush, nowhere to be right this moment. Take your time. You've worked to get to where you are right now. Enjoy the peace. Finding yourself in an upright position to close the class. Allowing your breath to stay in a deep space. Bringing one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Allowing the eyes to close and taking a moment of gratitude to be thankful for something, anything. To be thankful for this beating heart in our chest. Maybe it's for someone. Maybe you're thankful for this class, that you were able to do this today. Just find one thing, one moment of gratitude, something to be thankful for. Bringing our hands to prayer center at the heart. Anjali Mudra. I want to thank you all for participating in class today. Thank you all for watching this video. I know it's a little bit different than what we're used to. Hopefully we can be back in class in person sometime soon. I hope you were able to take some of the peace that you found in class today with you into your everyday life. We not only affect those that we come in contact with every day, that we don't come in contact with much anymore, but we affect people. The way that we are affects people. So I hope you found some positivity and peace to take into your day. Thank you again.